Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to be putting together my TBR for the next 3 months. So as we all know, summer's here. I live in a hot state, okay? Like today is 103 degrees and that's just on the low end. Yeah. It gets hot, so I was thinking, you know what, let me put together a nice summer TBR. That way I'm not picking out books every single month. A little less work, but also I just kind of feel like during the summer I tend to struggle a bit more with reading because most of my reading tends to happen at night when it's cooler, because the middle of the day it's just a bit too hot. But anyways, we're gonna put together a 3 to 4 month TBR. So there's going to be a lot of books in this video because I'm going to pick a lot. Now I want to inform you guys that when I put a TBR together, at least this year, my TBR is only consisting of books I own, but that does not mean that I will not get books from the library and read them on the side, or you know, my arcs that I get, because I do have some arcs that need to be read. Basically, my TBR curating this year is to create TBRs of the books I own because I want to read the stuff I own or unhaul it if I decide that I do not like the book. And so all of my TBRs, I'm only ever going to show you guys the books that I own. I'm not going to include the library stuff because I picked that stuff up on a whim. So I just wanted to give that little disclaimer there so that you guys know. Now this TBR, we're going to do this. I'm gonna pick 10 books from this, and then I'm gonna pick 10 books from the TBR stew, which, you know, touches all the other bookcases that are not wrapped. And so that's going to be 20 books over the spread of like 3 months, 3 to 4 months, like I said, and that's allowing me to also get library books and other things as well. Now, obviously, if I DNF stuff, obviously I can probably do like an update video and be like, hey, let's add some more. So I feel like this is going to be like the best way to do it, where I just kind of like pick a mass amount and then maybe I just give you guys like an updated kind of thing. See how this works instead of making it stay in 1 month. So that's what we're doing. Very long opening, but yeah. But I will like to say I am carrying over from May 3 of the books that I did not finish, and the first one would be the Dragonlance Dragons of Autumn Twilight. Carrying this one over, I never got to it. It happens. I'm also carrying over Black Feathers, volume 1 of The Black Dawn by Joseph DeLacy. As you can see, I started it, so that's a start. And then I am also carrying over the book 4 of The Malorian, The Sorceress of Darshiva by David Eddings. As you can see, I am about halfway through this one. I want to say it's actually like closer to like 60-ish% that I am through this. And like I said, I always audiobook these because, oh boy, these suckers is dry. But I really love the character interactions. So those are what I'm carrying over, because the other, actually there's one more. It's a Patricia book that I didn't get to, which is The Tower at Stony Wood. So I will also be carrying that one over. I'm going to add 10 more of this and 10 more of that. So that'll put the TBR at 24 books over the course of the next like 3 months. So this one I'm going to go ahead and open because this is book 5 for The Malorian. I am really hoping to finish out The Malorian this month since I'm almost done with book 4. This is the Seeress of Kel, you know, the conclusion. So definitely hoping to get to that and be finished with that series. So now let's move on to this. I will say, right here, all of this is brand new. Those are all newer ones that I have gotten over the last couple of months, so I finally added them. Their numbers in here. If you're new here, I only have the first number of the series. inside of here. That way I don't end up picking like book 4 of a series. So, and I have the option of either just reading the whole series if I like the first book in one go, or I can add that book's second number into the jar and wait for it to be picked out. So here's all the little numbers in here. Let's pick our first one. We have number 41. So let's see what 41 is. Excuse me, darling. It's a picture of my daughter. So we got 41. And this one looks like it might be a standalone because the one after it doesn't say anything. Oh, no, it's not a standalone exactly, but it's the first in the series, and it's the only one that I own in the series. So, Seeing the Four Quarters by Tanya Huff. I picked this one up based solely on the cover, to be 100% honest with you guys. I actually don't know anything about it, but I am a sucker for these old school fantasy covers. Like, they're just gorgeous. And Half Price had it for like a couple of bucks. I just realized there's a chunk bitten out of that. That's fun. But yeah, this is the first in the series. I do not have the rest, so we'll find out if I end up liking this. So there's our first one. And I'm sorry if this video is going to be kind of long. We're putting together a big TBR, guys. So hopefully you guys are here to enjoy the ride. Let's see. 37. We've got number 37. That's a chonker. That's a chonker. And okay. The Summoner by Gail Z. Martin. So, funny story. Did you see that? Did you see that? I have actually attempted to read this book 2 times, and each time this is basically where I stopped. So I'm giving it one more chance. I'm gonna give it one more chance, see if that changes. Obviously I'm going to start back over. It's an art card for an artist. Obviously I will start over and see if I make it further in there, because I have this whole series and then I have the follow-up series, and they were gifts from my sister, which is why I'm kind of like determined to read this series. So I'm going to try one more time and see if I can get through it. All right, next one is number 69. That's one of the newer ones. So let's see. 69. Right here. This one. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is a Patricia, because most of the new ones I got were Patricias. So this one is The Sorceress and the Signet, book 1 in the Signet duology. So definitely, you guys know me. It's my Patricia. I'm going to be looking forward to this. We don't need to go into any more detail than that. So that is book number 3. So the ones I carried over, like, that's their own separate pile. So we're adding 20 new ones. So remember, 10 of these ones. Because also I just want to get all these books unwrapped. That's why I'm like, let's just make a big couple month long TBR. Okay, we got 67. This is also one of the newer ones. Yes, 67. So this one I believe is also a Patricia, because like I said, most of my new ones were Patricias. So it is. It's The Bards of Bone Plain. Okay. We love our girl, Miss Patricia. So that's 4. Let's see if we can get one of the older ones. One of the ones I've had on the shelves a little bit longer. Okay. Book number 7. Number 7. That's this one. What is this? Oh, I have had this one since I was in high school. This is a romance book. It's called Fearless by Helen Kirkman. I read most of it when I was in high school, or at least I read up to chapter 5. Never finished it because my mother took it away from me. So yeah, but it's a Scottish, like, historical fiction romance, one of those kind of ones, because I was like super into the Scottish romances when I was in high school. So, and I can thank my best friend for that. So we're going to give that guy a shot. See how that works, because I'm very hit or miss with romance, but I also notice a lot of the older romances I actually do prefer to the newer ones. All right, so that's 5. Okay, so we got number 55. It's a pretty thin one. Let's see. Oh, this is The Dragon and the George by Gordon R. Dickinson. So I've actually read there's so many books where I just have bookmarks in them because I've started them and not finished them. So as you can see, I read a couple pages of it. But it was one of those things where, like, I just picked it up randomly just to, like, see what it was like. And I remember, like, reading it and being like, our rent for our apartment is, like $200 or something. And I was like, I wish. So, yeah, George and The Dragon and the George. Definitely gonna see what that's about. I have that entire series, by the way, so let's keep that in mind. I got the whole set. So that's number 6. Then we got 64. 64. That's this little one right here. Oh, this is one of the ones I also just got that I was super excited to have gotten. Shadow by Anne Logston. So I have spent years trying to find this book. So I think now the universe is like, you spent years, it's time to read it. So we're going to be doing that. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 7 books so far. 72. It's pulling out a lot of the ones that I just got, which I don't know if I like that or not. So 72. I know it says 64, but it's 72 right here because we ended up with 2 72s and 2 64s. So, but it's another Patricia. It's gonna be the summer of Patricia. It's the summer of Patricia. So we got Odd Magic by Patricia McKillop. Like, you guys cannot say that these are ugly covers. Like, these are just so gorgeous. Oh my god. I love her. I love her books. You guys have got to read Patricia if you have not. Okay. Like, I wanted to get more of these ones up here, but it keeps wanting to pull. If it pulls out another one that I just got, because I have 2 more left, I'm going to put it back. So we've got 35. That's one of the older ones. Let's see. 35. Right here. 35. And this one's part of a series. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is the follow-up to the Necromancer series. At least I'm pretty sure it's the follow-up. I'm gonna have to double check just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure the Summoner series comes before the Fallen King cycle. And if that's the case, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna set it aside. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that situation, guys. Give me something from the top row. I've got one more. Give me something from the top row. Let's see. Are you from the top row? 24. You are. It listened. It gave me something from the top row. Let's see. What do we have? This is Rowena. This is Rowena. Okay. We got Besieged, book 1 of the Outcast Chronicles by Rowena Corey Daniels. I love her series, The Chronicles of King Roland's Kin, and I remember I bought this entire series afterwards, and I just never got around to it. So I'm gonna look forward to this one. Hopefully within the next couple of months I can read, and I have, like I said, I have the whole trilogy. So yeah, looking forward to that. All right, so there's our 10 books from this guy, this shelf. And like, just so you guys know, like, I do actually like keep track of like where the books fall. Like, I have like a checklist so that I know like how many I've read of these and how many I ended up like DNFing and getting rid of. And I plan on like putting a video together about the results of this at the end of the year. So yeah. So there's that portion of the TBR for the next 3 months, because like I said, we're going to do 10 from this shelf, and then we're going to do 10 from the cooking stew pot. So give me a few minutes and we're going to be in a different location. All right, so now we're in a different area. We're in front of 2 of the other like 8 bookcases in this house. So now we're going to be choosing the next 10 from here. And just so you guys know, I did go through and I opened up all of them so that I wouldn't have to spend time trying to pry it open on video. I did not like that idea. So, and also, for anyone new, I still don't remember what my color coding was, and I still haven't found the list, except for orange is middle grade. That's all I remember. So, let's start picking. The first one's an orange one, and it is Rise of the Jumbies. All right, so here we go. Rise of the Jumbies. All right, this is book 2 in the Jumbies trilogy by Tracy Baptiste. I've read the first book. I enjoyed it. It deals with Caribbean folklore, and that's why I was actually pretty interested in it. So there we go. Also, the nice thing about picking out the middle grade ones is that I have found that I can donate my middle grade books to my library, and they will get excited about that, because I just dropped off a box of 15 middle grade books to them that I did not want to keep, and they're all in like brand new condition, and they were very excited. So let's pick our next one. We got a green one, and that is the Pendragon Chronicles. Ooh, this is from my King Arthur shelf, which, yes, I know you guys are waiting for a tour. It will be coming soon, I promise. So here we go, the Pendragon Chronicles. So this is a collection of 16 stories. Yeah, 16 stories that are all set within the Arthurian legends and whatnot. So I've had this guy for a while, just haven't gotten around to reading it. So that'll be fun. And like I said, the tour is coming, I promise. Next one. We got another green, and that is Taliesin. That's another King Arthur book. My TBR is calling me out right now. Here's Taliesin by Stephen R. Lawhead. Technically, I have read this book because for the longest time, I have only owned books 1 and 2, and it wasn't until about 5 years ago that I finally found the rest of the set in the matching covers. So that's why it's in the pot, because I want to reread it, because it's been years since I read it. So there we go. The universe is like, you keep telling people you're going to give them a tour of your King Arthur stuff, and it hasn't happened yet, so we're going to force you to. Let's see what we get. This is another green. If this is another King Arthur book, you guys. The Girl in the Stars. The Girl in the Stars. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, you guys. The Girl in the Stars? It's gonna take me a second. What book is this? The Girl in... Oh, this is Mark Lawrence. That's what this is. Right? Hold on. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Okay, so it's actually The Girl and the Stars, not In the Stars. Maybe that's what was throwing me off, is I put in, but it's The Girl and the Stars by Mark Lawrence. So we're gonna see if this one works. So far, I am 1 for liking a series by Mark Lawrence and 1 for hating a series by Mark Lawrence, because I like The Broken Empire and I hated The Red Queen's War. So I still have this one, and then the one with the like fighting nuns or whatever. Yeah, so we'll see. Okay, that's 4 of them. Okay, we got orange. It's middle grade. Let's see. Stolen Magic. Here we go. Stolen Magic by Gail Carson Levine. I don't remember why I picked this one up. I think I just thought the cover was pretty, and then it talks about dragons and such. So, yeah. I added it. We'll see. All right, let's get our next one because we're at 5, so we still got 5 more. Hope you guys are still sticking through this very long TBR building. So we have The Shadow of What Was Lost. Ooh, that's a chonker. Woo! Woo! It's a good thing this is like a 3-month TBR, guys, because I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna take me a minute. I also know that there's a lot of mixed reviews about that one. So, and I've never read anything by James Islington, so we'll see. Also, this is really tiring, having to get up and go grab the book and get up and go grab I'm just telling you guys now. I'm exhausted and it's hot in my house. Let's get our skip book. Okay, we got another green. And this is, ooh, Thread Needle. I feel like this is right behind me. Because it is. And the universe was like, we'll let you sit for this one. So we got Thread Needle. I have read the novella that's part of this series, and I thought it was good. I didn't hate it. So we're going to find out if I end up liking this one or if it's a Goldsboro edition I will be getting rid of. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, book 8. Let's see. Book 8, what are you? You're a middle grade. This is nice because it helps me get through my middle grades. Ooh, The Secrets of the Star Whales. All right, so The Secret of the Star Whales. This is by Rebecca Thorne. Everybody knows her for her adult books. I think she's got like some cozy books. But this is her middle grade book that she did with a publisher, Jollyfish, which I think she has the rights back to it now or whatever because it was supposed to have a sequel. But yeah, Secret of the Star Whales. Okay, this is book 9. We got brown. I feel like they're... What is this one? Raven Cry. Oh, that one should be behind me. It is. Okay, this is... Come on. Come off of there carefully. You can do it. Oh, that's a process. Raven Cry by Ed McDonald. So this is book 2 in the Ravensmark trilogy. I only own books 1 and 2 because I had planned on getting book 3 so I could finish reading it out, and I never got around to it, so I ended up setting it aside. But I loved book 1, so hopefully when I start this, it'll trigger all of my memories and help me remember what happens in book 1. But yeah, so looking forward to finally getting to that one. And now the last one is green, and it is A Gathering of Ravens. Oh, I know what this one is. It's this one by Scott Oden. There is a high chance that this will end up being a DNF because I had started it and I wasn't really jamming with it. So I will give it a second chance, but there's a high possibility I will be DNFing it. So I have books 1 and 2. I don't have number 3, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so I've got a nice little variety. I've got some middle grade. I've got some heavier fantasies. I've got a couple that I guess you could consider romance, you know. I think this will be a nice range of books that I can choose from over the next couple of months. Work my way through them, give you guys weekly updates. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to start giving you guys like weekly reading updates and seeing if like maybe having these like more extended TBR lengths would make it a little bit easier so I can figure out how to do a weekly reading update, like between like what time frame to what time frame and everything. But yeah, so it was a lot of books. If you guys stuck out through to the end of this, I super appreciate that because I know this is going to be a long video, but this is just what I think will work best for me for the next 3 months. So I'm not stressing about having to constantly make a new TBR. Just kind of pick a bunch of stuff, go from there, see what happens. So if you guys have read any of these in here, let me know what you think of them. If any of them caught your attention and sound interesting to you, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, all of those things because they help the channel grow and everything. And plus, I would really love to talk with you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.